Stories are understanding proverbial phrases and their levels. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I will tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, this week's story is by Edwin Mamman, and it's titled, In This Our Land. In this our land, we have a term for suffering, shege. The proverbial phrase, seeing shege, is a present participle tense that describes the action of going through it, suffering. And there's levels to it, you see, because in this our land, we are all in the same hell, just different levels. Shege is the most basic unit of suffering in this our land. There is enough of that breakfast to go around, regardless of your social status. Yes. Shege light is a step or two above the basic unit, depending on your social class. It is those little life's inconveniences that add to your universal suffering, causing you unnecessary discomfort. Shege light could be anything, like your gas finishing on a Monday morning as you get ready for work, knowing damn well that you cannot abandon your work to go refill it. And by the time you close from work by 6 p.m., so have the gas stations. So, you either risk getting fired from your job to refill your gas cylinder, or you endure an entire week of inconvenience. Mabinu boda, living in this our land is an extreme sport, yes. Shege Pro is Shege Light on speed. At this stage, you are really in it. As Greg from Everybody Hates Chris would say, "Dude, you were so in there." See, when you are in Shege Pro, oti wani doti. This is when things start to get real messy. This is when you go from shaving weekly to shaving once a month. This is when you stop by the roadside to buy a tire of 200 naira, and then you now incur a flat tire of 3k. And here is the plot twist. You only have 2k in your bank account and no spare tire in your car trunk. This is when your gas finishes on a Monday, and you cannot refill it until the end of the month, or the third day of the next month, if your job decides to be instruments of the devil. This is when your electricity unit runs out at 11 p.m. and you sigh a big disappointing as you cross your arms and legs on your bed, staring at the ceiling, while your neighbor's security light shines into your window. Mabinu boda, it is all downhill from there. Shege Pro Max. Shege Pro Max is the babanla of them all. The Shege of all Sheges. The leveler. The respecter of no man. This is when you are in it and of it. At this point, even the upper class are not exempt. Shege Pro Max is when you go from begging for urgent 10k to begging for urgent 1k to go to work, because even the 1k is as scarce as live broiler chicken on Christmas Day. Yes. This is when you and the rich hassle for the same newly redesigned Naira notes. When you and the rich all queue up at AA Rano because it is the only filling station selling fuel at 300 naira per litre. And in case you are just realizing it, the rich are very frugal. They would rather tongue kiss a pus-infected sore than part with 200 naira extra on fuel. They die there. This is when both roadside beggars and men dressed in neatly pressed kaftans beg you for 100 naira to eat. Because in this our land, shege no dey look face. This is when mothers cry as their children die. Because hospitals won't treat them for free. And banks won't release money. And even internet and mobile banking services are showing them shege. This is when the rich have stacks of old 1,500 naira notes they can't spend because last, he don't cast. At Shege Pro Max, everybody feels the heat regardless of which level of hell you are in. In this our land, they like to make us queue up unnecessarily. They make us queue up for our money. They make us queue up for our PVCs. They make us queue up to vote. They make us queue up to buy fuel. Pick your poison, because in this our land, something must to kill a man. In this our land, your job might kill you faster than a bullet. Yes. If you are not dodging dangerously overloaded and tilting trailers, threatening to fall on your head on your way to work, your job might just give you a heart attack by delaying your salary again. After scattering your adashi from last month and making you collect the bashi in Africa, if they don't succeed with the heart attack, they will punish you with crippling backache and bad posture from working 8 to 6 every day. But how dare you complain? You are even lucky if you have a job in this our land. In this our land, it is a dog-eat-dog affair. Everyone capitalizes on any given opportunity to exploit you. The POS operators charge you exorbitantly for using their services because money is scarce. If you manage to spend your old naira notes anywhere, don't expect change, because they are doing you a favor. The government will spoil you with electricity for 3 months leading up to the elections. And then they will pull the rug from under your feet after elections, clinking wine glasses in their villas while you crinkle your nose and frown at the stew and goat meat in your freezer that is going stale. Yes. But here is the good news. If you can survive in this our land, you can survive anywhere in the world. Edwin Mamman is a writer and medical sonographer based in Kaduna. He is a workshop alumnus of the Flame Tree Writers Project 2024. His work has been featured in Kafat's The Review, Fiery Scribe Review, Libretto Magazine, Conceal, Magpies Magazine, amongst others. Outside of work and writing, Edwin enjoys film, music, and quiet walks in nature. Connect with Edwin on X at Edwin Mamman or via email at edwinmamman@gmail.com. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, I would love to hear from you. Send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with that one person you know will enjoy listening. Tell them that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.